I'm an idiot. It's 10 times 1. Hi, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my journey to my first marathon. If you missed episode 1 in this series, then I'm currently training to run my first ever marathon in Amsterdam in October. Now, as each day goes by, race day is creeping closer and closer, and to be honest, I'm terrified. I am trying as hard as I can though to just take each day as it comes and to have faith in my training plan to get me to that start line. It's no lie though that marathon training has most definitely turned my life upside down. So I thought I would take you along for a very warm week of marathon training. So you can see the highs, the lows, me getting it all wrong probably, and hopefully we can support each other down in the comments. And thank you so much for your support, advice and tips on the first episode of this video. It means so much to read all of your lovely comments, so please do keep them coming. For today though, I've got 30 minutes easy on the plan. So hit subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get to it. So it is currently Tuesday and I am on week 4 of the Running Channel's marathon training plan, which you can download for free from our website, so go check it out. Are you on marathon training? Do let me know how it's getting on in the comments down below. So I think of the start of the week as Monday. So Monday yesterday was a rest day for me, woohoo! And then today I've got 30 minutes easy. Over the weekend though, I did do an 80-minute long run on Sunday and lots of walking, so yesterday was a very well-deserved rest, and I tried to optimise my recovery by getting my foam roller out, eating all the food and trying to recover in the best way possible so that I'm ready for all of the training this week. It's been really hot in the UK at the moment, and so I've been trying to run either really early in the morning or really late in the evening, mainly to just avoid the heat of the day. And if you are running in the heat, then it's a good idea to lower your expectations of pace and timings, because it is so much harder to hit those paces. So for this run, I'm purely running at a pace that feels really easy, not looking at my watch. I'm still able to talk and have a conversation, and that's so much better than overexerting myself to try and hit my usual recovery pace. And if you do want any more tips on running in the heat, then go and check out our video. And done. Oh, that was lovely. Nice little recovery run, all ticked off, and tomorrow is a rest day, although just because I'm not running doesn't mean I'm not going to do anything. I am going to put in a strength session to get some strength work in. Now, I am so guilty of missing strength sessions, and I know that if I'm doing a training plan, that is usually the first thing to get dropped, but I'm going to try and be really vigilant with it, stick to it, plan them in, so hold me accountable if I don't do it tomorrow. So it's now Wednesday and time for a bit of strength and conditioning. Now, compared to running, where, you know, I've got a fairly good base level, my strength and conditioning is at an all-time low. So I've built up from nothing. I've actually bought a kettlebell so that I can transition from just using body weight to using that. But I am taking that really gradually and just slowly increasing sets and reps and the actual weight. With strength and conditioning, the main thing that I'm focusing on is unilateral movements. So because you only use one leg at a time in running, stuff like split squats and lunges is great for building up the power individually in each leg. But I still hate strength and conditioning, but I think we should get stuck in. Let's go. So I might not be doing any running today, but I'm already thinking about the running that I've got to do tomorrow. Because, one, because it's so hot at the moment, and two, because the session that I've got tomorrow is intervals with some really hard efforts. So I'm making sure today that I am drinking lots, fueling properly, and also I've picked out a very pretty outfit, but I've picked out light colours so that they don't absorb the heat too much. So hopefully that will help me to stay a little bit cooler as well. I can see what you're thinking. Sarah, this has been a really easy week of running so far. Yeah, you'd be correct, but there are some horrible sessions coming up later this week. I've got an interval session today, tomorrow's then a rest day, then I've got a 5k time trial, which is actually 9k in total, and then rounding off the week with a 60-minute long run. So I'm sure I won't be this upbeat by the end. Get ready for Heartbreak Hill. That doesn't sound fun. So today's interval session is 10 times 1 minute at 10k pace with 1 minute recovery jog in between. Shorter intervals I'm not so great at, mainly because I either spend the entire minute looking at my watch and it goes by really slowly, or I don't look at my watch at all and before I know it 2 minutes have gone by. So let's see how this one goes. 2 intervals down. Not feeling all right so far, but I know it's going to start hurting soon. The one thing that I am still nervous about though is losing count. So currently, until this gets boring because I haven't brought music or a podcast out with me today, I'm literally singing what number I need to stop at in my head to the sound of, I think it's called 16 Minutes from High School Musical. You know, the one that goes like 16 more minutes till it goes, whatever it is. And now I need to stop at 17 more minutes till I stop the watch. 17. 23, 23. Oh, still don't get tired. Am I mad? Probably. But hey, makes it more fun. I'm an idiot. It's 10 times 1. That's 10. So I'm doing my intervals on all the even numbers. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. One thing I haven't even mentioned all week is the shoes that I've been wearing for all of these sessions. So I have got on my trusty Wave Rider 25s and I don't have a bad word to say about them. It's so nice to have one pair of shoes that are perfect for long runs and really cushioned, really bouncy, don't feel like you're running on the ground after 60 minutes, but equally on an interval session like that, they feel fast as well. So really, really happy with them. Before I get more comments of people being like, buy another pair before they run out. I have got more than one pair and I will be rotating them. But if I was going to be stupid and whip out a new pair on race day, I haven't had any blisters in these, which is the first running shoe to never give me any blisters. So I'm not going to do it. But just saying, I could. All finished and my goodness, that was hard. But on the plus side, tomorrow is a rest day, which I think made me work a lot harder in that workout. So top tip, if you want to motivate yourself through an interval session, pop a rest day on the day after. So no running for me today, but I'm going to do a little bit of strength and conditioning, and to mix it up, rather than doing the same workout as a few days ago, I'm going to do the Running Channel's home workout. Now, if you've done it before, let me know in the comments. It is disgusting. So many reps. It's a mixture of strength and cardio, and it's really intense, but it's a great workout. So I think I'm ready. Let's get into it. That was disgusting. Such a good workout, but so hard. Have you tried any of our home workouts? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna go eat some food and have a lie down. So I'm in my kit, ready to go out on a run, and I'm scared. So today on the plan is a 5k time trial, and as if by magic it has perfectly collided with the return of Park Run in England. So I've arrived at Park Run. I've got a 2k warm up, 2 times 100 metre strides, then the Park Run itself, which will be a 5k time trial for me, followed by a 2k cool down. Now, I recently did a time trial, so I've got a rough idea in my head of what I should be aiming for. However, let's get the excuses in now. It is disgusting outside. It's been boiling all week, and now it's really heavy rain, thunder and lightning. The course I have not done before because I moved during lockdown. It's a massive big country park, so I don't think it's going to be flat or fast, but I will give it my best shot. And yeah, I guess there's nothing left for me to do now apart from head out and warm up and stop procrastinating. So let's go do it. So I'm just jogging along the course. I don't know if you can see that, but this little sign here says, "Get ready for Heartbreak Hill." That doesn't sound fun. Well, I am very glad that is over. That was a brutal course, but it was so fun to be back at Park Run and running with other people again, which was lovely. So the purpose of that session was just to help me gauge what my 5k pace is and what kind of paces I can be hitting in my training sessions. And whilst that was a very hard course with lots of elevation, it did show me what I'm capable of both on the flat and on hills. So it was very useful, if brutal. I was wearing my trusty Mizuno Wave Rider 25s, which were great on the kind of really unstable, grassy, gravelly surfaces. And personally for me, having confidence in my kit is so important, because for more than half of that run, my brain was telling me there's no way that you can finish this. But just by having confidence in my shoes and my kit to get me there, it really gives me that extra little boost of confidence to get me over to that finish line and up what they call Heartbreak Hill, which is accurately named. So speaking of kit, if this video gets to 3,000 likes, then we will be giving away a bundle of Mizuno running kit to help you hit the ground running, pun intended, with your training. So if you want to enter, hit like, drop a comment down below. If you're not sure what to comment, then just tell me what your favourite bit of running kit you've ever owned is, and then you can be in a chance of winning and getting some free stuff. What's not to like? Now I'm going to go lie down and plan my long run route for tomorrow. So it's now Sunday and I'm just getting ready to go out on my long run, which is only 60 minutes easy today, so nothing too bad and nothing compared to the 30-kilometre long run that I'm going to have to do in week 11, which is slightly scaring me right now, but I'm just trying to put it out of my mind. But anyway, for now it's just 60 minutes, so let's go. Alright, so just about a third of the way through. This is the hardest session of the week. Why are long runs so hard? So everyone always talks about how long runs are the worst part of marathon training, and 48 minutes in, I would have to agree, but I'm not sure why. Is it because it's just kind of one big long interval with nothing to break it up, or is it because they're quite hard to schedule into daily life, or is it just the mental fatigue of trying to convince yourself that you can keep going and carrying on? That's definitely what I've struggled with on this run, or is it a mixture of all three? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and what are your tips on getting through a long run? I'm very grateful I've got a podcast on at the moment, but when they start getting even longer, do you just do 2 podcasts? Do you do more music? I don't know. So, long run done, and that means that is another week of marathon training ticked off in the bag. It's been a really enjoyable week, and I do think I'm seeing improvements in the interval training. That run definitely showed me that I need to get some mental preparation in before the long runs get any longer, because I was really struggling with my brain and my mind there, and just negative thoughts. And it was good job that my shoes and my legs are in pretty good form, so I do feel like I'm recovering really quickly, which is good, because they just carried me around whilst my brain was just spiralling. For now, I'm going to go and lie down, refuel, have some burgers, and just get some rest in before another hard week of marathon training. Do you have any questions, or do you have any words of wisdom or advice that you could leave me down below in the comments, or is there anything that you want to see in the next instalment? Do let me know, and I'll see you next time on the running channel.